Uh,
So today I'm going to talk to you and Santa too, possibly, about how to make basic chords on the piano first and then the guitar, and some things about keys. Well, actually, just C major. But our question that we posed to you this week was, what's your favorite soundtrack of a movie or a TV show? And Santa, what answers did we get?
we got Pure Country, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Greatest Showman, and Hairspray.
I think I've heard none of those. Although, Pure Country, George Strait, Poteet, born San Antonio resident. So I imagine that's pretty good. Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, I imagine it's a bunch of Queen, so that's awesome. What's on Hairspray, do you know? Death metal, I imagine?
Death metal.
Nice. Do you know?
I don't remember the songs, but I remember the movie.
Yeah, I remember the movie too, that's weird. That proves how much we like the music, that we forgot it. Viewer. And then the Hugh Jackman one. So have you heard any of that one?
I haven't watched that.
I'll have to check it out. I'm sure it's a good recommendation because one of our teens picked it. What would your soundtrack be?
I would have to go with The Crow, but I really like Tank Girl soundtrack also.
When The Crow came out for like a good, I don't know how many years, that was my soundtrack. I love it. There's a lot of good music on there. What we got? I can't remember. Pantera.
Helmet.
Yes. Machines of Loving Grace. Or am I making
Yes.
up
No. Yes, you're right.
Even Stone Temple Pilots. I'm not huge on them, but yeah, it all fits. Henry Rollins. That's an awesome CD or whatever you listen to now. Mine would be anything on any series, any season of Peaky Blinders soundtrack. Just awesome. From the actual theme to any song they pick, just ton of attitude. Anyway, so what we're doing now, I'm going to show you how to make basic chords. And if you're a total beginner, just know, or if you're not, we're doing the same thing. We're going to stick to the white keys on the piano, which is essentially the key of C major. There's no sharps, or I'm hitting the black keys. No sharps or flats with that. It just makes things a little easier, and our style of music is based on that, so it makes things, easier, like I said, easier to show, especially on the keyboard part. I think what I'm showing you is going to make a lot of sense, and I've been playing guitar forever and a day. Explaining on guitar, it just doesn't look as pretty. It's not as laid out nicely, but this tool or device I'm going to show you now, I've kind of used it before, but if you do this for either guitar, keyboard, or any instrument, it's still going to help you create chords. And basically, I just wrote the scale that we're going to be using out. My notes just fell down, so I'm going to have to improvise. So it's C major, so all C, D, E, F, G, A, B are the notes of C major. And to harmonize, can you see that angle?
Mm-hmm.
To get chords out of that, we're going to build them on thirds. And let me show you what the third is. It's basically, so here's the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And it repeats itself. C, D, E, F, G. For those of you that don't know, the piano is a series of white keys, obviously, and within them, a series of two black keys, and 3 black keys. It repeats itself, except for the very ends where it's kind of hacked off in the middle. But basically, if a note looks one way on any part of the keyboard, it's going to be the same exact thing somewhere else. Like, to the left of the 2 black keys, that white key is always going to be a C. And it follows C, D, E, you get it. So to harmonize it, we're going to build it in thirds. And a degree is just numbering the scale. So that's the first degree, second degree, third degree, fourth degree. Also, the space apart, like that to that is a second apart. That's a third apart. And that's what we're going to pay attention, building in thirds. So the first chord we're going to make, and basically if you harmonize the key, it's going to give you 3 chord shapes. There's a ton of other ones, but if you just don't alter the notes and harmonize it, which I'm going to show you in a second, you'll get majors, minors, and one diminished. And I'll show you how to do it. Basically, you're just going to take well, you said you can see it at that angle. Let's see if it's right this way. You're going to take thirds. The first note is going to be whatever the letter name of the chord, and then you're going to skip every other letter to get 3, which is a triad. So C, skip the D, E, skip the F, and then G. If you write this out when you're trying to come up with chords, you won't have problems. I'm not going to keep doing it because it's going to look ugly and you're not going to be able to pay attention. But kind of get this in your mind. Whatever chord you do, you're going to start with, like, in other words, the next one would be D. You would take a third, which is skipping a note, and then take the F, skip the G. So it's D, F, and A is your second one.
So D, F, and A is, what is that called? The D chord?
That's a D chord, very good.
Okay.
And it's, I'll come up with a sequence, because like I said, there's major, minor. Let's see. Let's see if I can do it. I'm taking a pop quiz.
And Kaylee says, I miss getting lessons from JD.
Kaylee!
And she's laughing.
Kaylee, you can, I mean, obviously it's not like the way it used to be. It's virtual now, but like if you have any stuff you want to learn, let me know, because we can still, I can still teach you stuff. We can go back to, if I do a post, we could do the Beethoven stuff. The more intricate it is, the more I could do it live, or I could kind of do a version where some of it's live, some of it's on the post or whatever. So here is what I think, I don't know, see if it's right, is the sequence for the, if you harmonize the scale, it's going to be major, minor, minor, major, major. That should be an M, it's an N. That's a minor and a diminished. So here we go. Let's get to it. C, skip the D, E, skip the F, G, built in thirds. C, E, and G is a major. The next note is D, like Sienna called. D, skip the E, F, skip the G, A. That's a D minor, because our sequence, once again, is, if you can't see it, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, and diminished. And if any of the stuff you need me to go over later, I have no problem doing that in future episodes or whatever. And the next one's going to be E, E, skip the F, get the G, skip the A, B, E, G, and B are E minor. Next we're going to have two majors, F, A, and C is F major, G, B, and D is G major. And we're going to go back to minor, A, C, and E. And I should have said, like, listen to the minor, listen to that quality. Does it sound a certain way to you, Sienna?
Happy.
Happy? You're so twisted. You're supposed to say sad. To me, it sounds sad.
That's what happens when you grow up in the 80s.
As opposed to, does that sound sad to you? As opposed to what most people would say the major chord has a happy. Happy chords.
That's happy.
That's happy?
No. It sounds sad to me.
Sienna's got her own music theory going on. But, so, yeah, usually it sounds like that. I think of it as happy or triumphant or something like that. And that's kind of minor, kind of our brooding. And I stopped doing this thing because Sienna gave me the wrong answer. Let's pick up again with A. So that was a minor. Now B is going to be B. We're going to skip the C, D, skip the E, F. Okay, Sienna. I don't want to ask this, but what does that sound like?
Happy. Isn't that happy?
That's called a diminished, and that's, I don't know. It's definitely tense because it wants to resolve on a different chord, but it kind of sounds cool to me too. But it definitely, that's the thing to keep in mind. It wants to resolve somewhere else. You wouldn't like end a song on that or just kind of try and sing over it. In general, you wouldn't do that because it leaves the listener wanting more. I mean, maybe that's your thing. You're like, yeah, I'm done. Goodbye. But anyway, the next one is back to C major, repeats itself. Did that make sense? Let me get my notes. Harmonize. Okay. And I'll show you how to take a chord. And this is back to the degrees of the scale. The triad is the first, third, and fifth degree. You're just building in thirds, but you're just doing it 3 times. Hopefully that makes sense. So let's take C major, which is C, E, and G. See, I didn't want to harmonize the scale, and I just wanted to figure out how to get the other chord types from that. There's a formula to that too. Use in your head, or actually play it. Let's do the first, third, and fifth degree, C, E, and G for this, for the major. And to make that a minor, it's the same thing except you take the third degree and you flatten it, which means take it down a half step, which on the keys is the next key, and on the guitar it's the next fret. It's the smallest division of music in Western civilization. So C, E, and G become C, E, flat, and G. So it's got a minor happy sound for C, that happy sound. And then back to C, E, and G for the major. Now if we leave the root, the first, and then flatten the third degree and the fifth degree, you get that diminished. And I'll show you one more, but you will not get this by harmonizing the scale. You just kind of have to know this. And there's lots of different other chords. These are just the basic tools to start with. First degree, third degree, sharp fifth, which means you raise it by a half step. That's the augmented. Would that sound any certain way to you?
Stressed? I don't know.
Yeah, that's good. Stressed or maybe like kind of anxious. There's a Chuck Berry song called, I don't know, something about going back to school, whatever, and it starts with, I can't do it on piano, but it's like, in the song, it's, how do I say, representing like the school bill, like, oh man, I gotta go back to school, so that's a very good call on that. If you don't know, for the total beginners out there, much about keyboards, a kind of hack, if you will, is, I think I said earlier, we're playing the white keys, it's within the domain of C major, so it's hard, I stuck to the white keys, it's hard to sound bad. I mean, you might have thought that was bad, but it's hard to sound bad if you just stick to the white keys because it's all harmonious, it's in the same key, as opposed to, let's see. Now for Sienna, that was happy, but for the rest of us, that might have been a little weird sounding because it wasn't in the same key. And the same with the black keys. If we stick with that, it's in the same key, except there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white keys and 5 black keys. So where the 7 keys is actually a full key, the 5 keys, that's more of a pentatonic, and I'm not sure which one. I could guess, but I don't want to tell you wrong. But basically, you're going to be missing some notes on here. It'll still sound right, but it's not going to be any key 100%. It's going to be missing 2 notes regardless of what you do. Was that kind of what I wanted to say on keyboards, Sienna? Do you remember?
I think you covered it.
Okay, let's talk about guitar. Guitar. How are we doing on time?
We are at 12 minutes in. We're 12 minutes in.
So this same tool is going to work on guitar as well. And I say this being a guitarist primarily, it's pretty on the guitar. So like I'll harmonize the scales I did first. It's going to be C major, D minor. So the sequence, once again, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished. But you're gonna see it looks, even from the first note, it's not gonna be different than the rest because that's C, E, and G, but we've got open string. There's no equivalent on the keyboard where there's open as opposed to closed strings. But it's C major, D minor, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B, and I've changed chord shape like 4 times already. B diminished, and it repeats itself. C major. And you can do that in different parts of the neck, but
What do you mean by chord shape? Is that what you said?
yeah, it's a chord shape. So like that C major, that C major, that C major, but each one of those, what I'm doing in regards to my fingers, they're doing different things. That's one of the cool things, and one of the bad things about guitar is we're on keyboard. There's only one place on the entire 88 keys where you can, like, say, do this note. That note at that pitch. You can do, that's a D. You can do it here, but obviously it's a different pitch. Say on guitar I wanted to do this. That's A to E at that pitch. That's kind of a big stretch. Now, say I don't want to do it, or say, like, I have smaller hands and I can't do that. On keyboards, you just can't do it, or you have to change the music. The guitar, because of the way the strings are tuned and because of the nature of the instrument, the physicality, you can do that same note on a couple different places. That same stretch can be like this. And it's the same exact note, but a lot easier to play. In fact, I can do a chord now. Over here I can't do a chord because it's on the same string. So if you're going this way, if you're going horizontally, it kind of works in your favor on guitar in that sense, because what you do on one part of the neck if you, let's take this for example. If you take your index finger and flatten it on the 5th string, apply some pressure there, and put your ring finger on the 5th fret of the 7th fret of the 5th string, and put your pinky on the 7th fret of the D string, or the 3rd string from the top, and play all those. That's an A minor. But check it out. We move it up just one. It's still a minor, but it's that becomes A sharp minor or B flat minor, depending on what key or your intention. B minor, C minor, C sharp minor, and we can go over the notes in a future episode, whatever you want to call this, if you want. But just know that you learn that kind of arc. You can move it up and down. And it's going to be the same, have the same quality. So once again, that would be the kind of sad sounding. Now, from that same shape, we put the middle finger down on this 4th string from the top and play them all. It's a major. What's that? Major.
Happy.
Minor.
So that's happy?
I don't know if
Sad.
Let's do one more. From the major scale, bar chord, lift the pinky but leave the others down, and that's a 7th. It's got the same letter name, so it's A minor, A major, A 7th, and once again you can move it. B 7th, C 7th. What would you call that one? It's kind of a tough one to assess.
Yeah.
To me, it just gives it a little more flavor. It's almost like happy, but I don't know.
Spunky.
Yeah, that's a good one. A little zest. I didn't know we had that. Lager. Oh yeah, I discussed on the keyboards how to go from major to minor, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'm going to do it on guitar now. Let's start with the C major. Once again, so 1st, C, 3rd, which is E, and 5th degree of the scale. This happens to be C, so that's why it's C, E, and G. It can be any series depending on the key. 1, 3, 5 is your major triad. So that's a C major. If we take the 3rd degree, which is the 2nd finger, or second note, and flatten it, it becomes minor. Now we go back to C major, but flatten the 3rd and then the 5th. You get diminished. I think that's enough for now. Hopefully got some good information from there. Yeah, Kaylee and everyone else out there, anything you want to learn that you think might be conducive to this environment, or anything you're just wondering about, I'll try and make it work. Let me know. Put it in chat, or let Teen Services know somehow. And yeah, that's what I got for now. Sienna, got anything to leave our viewers with?
Not much. Just contact us if you want to learn anything new. Any kinds of songs, any questions you have on music, anything you want to see JD play, just let us know.
Bye.
Bye.